Your last two tests were against Australia.
They were, yeah. I don't remember one of them that well. I think it was 1993, June the 4th. Second test match, second day of the test up to Old Trafford. No, I don't remember that very well. Yes, Mr. Warne, what a magnificent cricketer. Yeah, we've not seen much about Warnie. He'd actually played the match before. They played at Worcester. And AB had told him not to bowl anything apart from his leggies. So Hickey smashed it around for 100, I think. And so he came to the test match, and he, as he was one of those sort of cricketers that had just started off. He hadn't had a great sort of couple of series before against India, West Indies, but they felt he had something, and so they played him in his test match, obviously at Old Trafford, first Ashes match. He had a mentor, which was quite interesting as well, so I was told. Very surprising mentor, it's Merv Hughes. I wasn't quite sure what you were going to learn from Merv, but anyway, apart from drinking and do things. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, it was funny because we'd sort of bowled reasonably well the day before, but as usual in Manchester, it rained really hard for about 2 hours, and we had to finish playing. I think Mark Taylor got 100, Snatch got 60 odd. We managed to get a couple of, I think they were about 4 down or something for about 210 or something, 220. And then the following morning, nobody thought we'd play. And I wandered out to see Dickie Bird and, said to Dickie, because I like my lunch, I said, early lunch, Dickie, is it? Not starting on time? No, sun's out, crowd's in, we've got to play. I said, what do you mean it absolutely chucked it down last night? No, we've got to play, crowd's in. So when they took the covers off, it was quite sort of moist because it sweated overnight and whatever. And Graham Gooch, to his credit, he actually put the spinners on, and Sachi got 4 wickets very quickly. So from being sort of 220 before, they were all out for about 280. And we were batting after about half an hour. It's amazing, sort of half an hour's play. Anyway, we got another roller on it, the sun was out, quite right. We started to bat, Atherton and Gooch. 70 for none, 12:45, second day. I don't remember it, second day. And I'm thinking, this is lovely, well played boys, 70 for 0. Got their pads on, 15 minutes to lunch, nice big lunch. Lovely. Just how I like to play my cricket, absolutely. And then that twat Atherton got out. He got bowled by Merv. I mean, Merv was struggling, he'd been out the night before, not thinking we were going to play the following day either. So I think he had one too many, but as he always does, he runs in a bit like Beefy and just keeps bowling, and he managed to bowl Athers out. And I'm walking down the steps, 12:45, down the steps, along the back of the pavilion at Old Trafford, and then down through the members, walk out to the middle. Gucci meets me. Here you go. Make sure you're still here at lunchtime, won't you? Okay, Skip, not a problem. So I get, Merv kindly gives me one off the mark, and I see the 2 balls out. And then Gucci plays the next over from the far end. 1 over left. The old Captain Manuals come out. Spinner bowls the last over before lunch, don't they, Jim? Hey, just last over before lunch, not a problem. And AB, Warnie mate, he says, come and have a bowl. See the little fat twat up the other end? He said, he's a good cutter and puller, mate. Make sure you pitch it up and bowl it straight. I did say to AB, that's good coming from him, but never mind. Anyway, so I'm up the other end. There's a short leg, there's a slip. Tubbsy's at a slip, Mark Taylor, and I think it must have been Booney or somebody under the short under that there. And it was quite sort of a normal field. And I see Warnie just really trying to loosen his fingers up the other end, just trying to just get the wrist moving, and he's only got one over the bowl. And we knew he spun it a long way. And I hadn't faced the ball for him. So when he's walked in, he's not really run, he walked in, and then all of a sudden I heard this fizz as it came out of his hand. Unfortunately, it was a nice bright day, so you could see the seam. I could see it was a leg break, that wasn't a problem. It was coming down middle and leg. And I'm just sort of trying to get one side of the ball, just to make sure it didn't go to Tubbs at slip, and I thought I got it. Then all of a sudden, the last 3 yards, it started to drift in quite rapidly, as it does when you spin it that hard. And of course, all of a sudden, I'm worried about it bowling around my legs. My captain did tell me that with an arse my size, it wasn't likely to get past. But anyway, so you do what you would normally do. You like your coaches tell you. You have a look at the ball, see if it's spinning the pitch, what the bounce is doing. That didn't help this time, because it actually spun in, it pitched outside leg. Ian Healy's gone down the leg side, he's probably just as bemused as I am. It's coming, it's spun outside leg stump. Now, I just opened out a bit because I can, just get my leg out, just to sort of stop the ball from going around my legs, and I played forward. Passed my pad, passed my back, and then the most amazing thing, I went past the other side of my hip, which is quite wide. And the next thing I hear is Ian Healy saying, "Mate, you're out. Piss off." I thought, how? It hasn't hit my back, hasn't hit my pad, and I haven't heard it hit the stumps. It just flicked off the bail. And so the second thing I hear is Heel saying, "Mate, you're out. Piss off." so I just sort of looked at Dickie Bird. He doesn't know what's going on, so he's looked at the square leg umpire, and he said, "Yeah, it's out. It's hit the bail." And so I'm walking off, and of course, captain's not very happy at all. And as he'd come up to me, he sort of said, "Here, Gat, that was a piss-hole shot." He said, "You lost your concentration, didn't you? You were thinking about lunch." And he walked off. We had to turn the TV off in the change room because Richie was just in raptures about it. It was the best thing ever. That happened on TV for him, and he loved it. And we had to turn the TV off because it would get repeated for for the next 20 minutes. And poor old Robin Smith, who's sadly not with us anymore, was next in, and what a fine player he was too. But I just would like to say about Warnie, I mean, what a sad loss to the game. I mean, I got to know him a bit better after he'd finished playing, and he came on the MCC World Cricket Committee, which I was on. But the man was a fantastic cricketer. He inspired so many kids. When he came down to Hampshire, it was absolutely amazing. The period he spent down there just playing, the amount of kids that started wanting to bowl leg breaks was quite extraordinary. And the things he did for the kids that people don't know about, and the trips he did for kids who were sadly dying, and he was on planes, and he'd just give his time in and around that along with his foundation. But the thing for me that we've lost is a man who loved Test cricket. He wanted people to enjoy cricket, so I think his commentary told that. He was always looking ways to improve cricket, to make it fun, and above all, he wanted the kids to take up our great game. So he was a very good man, and a really sad loss to cricket.